Hey guys, it's Melanie, and today I'm going to share with you my review of the FitBit. So I have had mine for a little over 2 weeks now. I feel like I have a really good understanding of the product and how it works and how I can incorporate it into my life to help me achieve my health and my weight loss goals. So if you are somebody who just kind of stumbled upon this video and you are looking for a really quick review of the product, this is not going to be the video for you. I'm going to talk quite a bit about how this product works for me, why it works, because I think it's important to really think about what your needs are and what your personality type is, and to really sort of figure yourself out before investing in a product like this. And so I have lots of examples to share. So as a result, this video is probably going to be pretty long. So click out now if you're looking for something fast. Okay, so like I said, I've had the FitBit for a little over 2 weeks now, and I've been utilizing it every single day. The reason that I invested in the FitBit, and I really thought about it for a long time before I actually did it, the reason that I wanted a pedometer, which is basically what this is because I wanted to know exactly how much I was moving each day, how many calories I was burning. I also wanted to know if the food I was taking in was being burned off effectively. So I guess that kind of ties in with the diet and the exercise, just making sure that I had the right balance to ensure that I could achieve my weight loss goals. So my weight loss goals, because I think that's kind of an important part in this, are that I am looking to lose a total of 33 pounds. I am 5'7". When I started my weight loss journey in the first couple of weeks of January, I was at 183 pounds. I am now down to 178 pounds. So my goal is to lose a pound a week, and so far I have pretty much kept on track with that. So things are going extremely well. I did not start out with the FitBit right away, but I started out using a app that I found for free at the App Store called Lose It, and I was using that to track my food. In the past, I've also used MyFitnessPal, but I found Lose It to be a little bit more effective for me. So I was using that, and it was okay, but it definitely wasn't telling me the amount of movement I was getting in each day, and it wasn't logging my exercise for me. It wasn't counting the number of calories that I was burning just being during the day doing my housework, stuff like that, versus when I exercise at night. So I really wanted to step up my game and be able to see what was going on with my body. So I did some research. I know a lot of people really like the Polar watches. I thought those looked very large. I didn't want anything that was that big on my wrist. And I also didn't want a pedometer that I could clip to my waist or anything like that. I wanted something that was fairly discreet. And when I saw the FitBit Flex, which is what I have, I was like, that's perfect. It basically just looks like I'm wearing a plastic pink bracelet. So the thing to know about the FitBit Flex, though, is you can see there's no readout here. So you kind of have to be okay with checking your phone because you download an app for Fitbit that gives you your dashboard, and I'll show you that in a second. Or you have to check in on your computer. So let's talk about what you get when you purchase the Fitbit. So you obviously get the FitBit itself. You do get 2 of these bracelets. This is the small. There is also a medium-large option. The small fits my wrist really well. You can see that I basically just put it in the last 2 holes here at the end. That still leaves it a little bit loose. I don't like things being super tight on my wrist, so this is very comfortable for me, and I don't have that extra overlap here, if that makes sense. So that's perfect. The large fits a pretty large sized wrist. Now I am a pretty average body type. I would say leaning more athletic. Body type, so my wrist is pretty normal and the small fits just fine. You also get what's called a dongle. I didn't know this is what a dongle was. I heard some people randomly like mention it in the past and I was like, what the hell is that? But so it's this. Basically what this does is you put it into your little USB thing on your PC or your MacBook, whatever. And whenever you are within 20 feet of your computer, it basically syncs with the Fitbit and it uploads the information to your dashboard, which you can check on your computer, you can check on your iPad, you can check on your phone. All you need to do is go to the App Store and download the Fitbit dashboard. It's free, and then it syncs with the Fitbit, uploads the information. For your iPad or your iPhone or whatever, it's done via Bluetooth, so it just picks it up. You don't need like a dongle or whatever for it to be uploaded onto your iPad. The information, I mean. You also get a little charging cable here. So the actual Fitbit like part is just this tiny little thing that fits into your bracelet. So you can get different colors of these bracelets. I chose pink because I thought it was cute. I know that Tory Burch actually also partnered with Fitbit to create some really nice like higher end like bracelet style bracelets for your Fitbit to go in. I'm almost tempted to get one just because then even...
I want yogurt.
Oh, you want yogurt right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
That's my dongle.
Dongle?
It's my dongle.
Is that your dongle?
I'll be right back, guys. Gotta go take care of the baby. Sorry about that. Mom first. So anyway, I think I was talking about the Tory Burch bracelets. She collaborated with Fitbit. They're actually really nice. I'm kind of tempted to get one on days where like we go out on dates or whatever. I can continue to wear the Fitbit without having to like wear the pink version. I don't know. I really like wearing the Fitbit. So that might be tempting, but I think there's somewhere around like $250 or $300. That might have to be a birthday present. We'll see. Anyway, so to charge your Fitbit, it just slides out of this little thing here. And basically all you do is stick it in the charging dock here, plug it into your computer, and when you first get your Fitbit, it has an initial charge. I want to say it's like a half charge or whatever. I would recommend just charging it completely. To get the full charge, it took about 3 hours after plugging it in. So charge lasts about a week. So you're only having to really plug this sucker in once a week. And I plug it in overnight, and by morning it's completely charged again. So I don't know if getting a full charge takes 3 hours or if it takes like 6 hours. I don't know. Like I said, I do mine overnight, and that seems to work just fine. So to put it back in, you just slide it. It has a little arrow back here that points up so that you know like which way it fits in. So you basically just kind of shove it in the silicone there and just goes right back in. So then your Fitbit is good to go. Put it on and it's perfect. And it's usually pretty easy to get the little thing to connect here. So very, very simple. So these are really the only two accessories that come with the Fitbit. The Fitbit Flex, I purchased mine at Target for $99. There are lots of different Fitbit styles. I chose the Flex because it just seemed to best suit my needs for what I was looking for. So there are lots of different options. I will link the Fitbit website down below, and you can take a look at the different bands, and they even have ones that you can clip to like your hip or whatever. If you prefer something that's a little bit more discreet, you can just wear underneath your clothing. You can put it like on your bra strap or whatever. For me, this works perfectly. Now, it does say that it's waterproof. I don't wear mine in the shower. I've I don't go swimming. So I don't know that I would wear it in a pool. I don't think that I would wear it in a shower or a bath, just because I don't normally wear jewelry when I do those things. So I just automatically take it off. But I think that you can like take a shower with it and it's just fine. So you can also sleep with it. It does have an option to track your sleep. I used that for a few nights and it was definitely very helpful for me to see on the dashboard the readout of when I was restless, how long I was in deep sleep, exactly how long I slept. It's really kind of nice. So to get it into sleep mode, you just tap it a bunch of times and then there's these little lights that come on, and once you feel like the little buzzing stop, it basically goes into sleep mode, and at that point it tracks like how long it takes you to fall asleep, if you wake up during the night or anything like that, and it gives you, like I said, a readout on your Fitbit dashboard. So while I'm talking about the dashboard, let's take a look at that real quick. I'm hoping that you can see it on my iPad here. I did a health and fitness vlog about a week ago where you can see this pretty well in there. So I will be sure to link that down below for you. But so for example, today, right now it's syncing because I'm like holding it and the Fitbit is right here. It's telling me that I've taken 958 steps. It's telling me that I've walked 0.42 miles, that I burned 870 calories just doing my thing so far today. It's telling me that I have 28 pounds to go for my goal. I did not wear the Fitbit last night while I was sleeping. I find it to be a little bit uncomfortable. I toss and turn quite a bit, so a lot of times I will have like marks on my arms here, on my wrists, and it just, I don't know. I really don't like sleeping with it. By the way, this also technically can act as an alarm clock for you. To wake you up, it will sort of like buzz and vibrate, and I don't think that would actually wake me up. I could sleep through World War III. Like, it could break out during the middle of the night, and I would be like, what? When I woke up. Literally, like, I don't think this would wake me up, but if you're sensitive, this might be a more gentle way to wake up versus like, rah, rah, like alarm clock in your face. Anyway, back to this. I also use this to log my food now. I don't use the Lose It app anymore, and it's telling me that I've eaten 438 calories. So when you enter your calories, you basically, oops, sorry, this is really hard to do. Come on. You determine whether it's like a morning snack or whether it's your breakfast. So for breakfast, for example, it was 270 calories for me this morning because I did 2 scoops of my protein powder. I did a tablespoon of chia seeds and I did my almond milk. So it basically will tell you, like, you know, in each individual section, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks, morning, afternoon, evening, like how many calories you're eating in each area. And it tells you whether you're under target, in the zone, or over target for the day. So that's kind of nice. And then up here it tells you calories in versus calories out during the week. So you can see on Sunday it was kind of a rough day for me. That's red. You know why? Because I had 5 tablespoons of peanut butter. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I don't know what got into me, but I was like, I'm craving peanut butter and I'm gonna eat it. I was on the treadmill for like 80 minutes trying to burn that peanut butter off. Oh my God. I did eventually get even again for the day, but it took me forever. Anyway, so it's helpful for stuff like that, you know? Like, I don't think, had I not seen it on the dashboard that I like truly like went over, that it would have kicked my butt into gear the way that it did. What am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it motivated me like, oh my God, I'm like 500 calories over. I gotta go work out. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, you enter all your information here. When you hit the plus sign at the top, it'll give you options for like foods that you normally eat because it just logs them automatically, so you can scroll through. It's great for like my breakfast because I do a protein shake every single day. You can scan items, so it will look for a barcode. I have found that there aren't quite as many things that this barcode reader will pick up as it picked up with like the Lose It app, but I'm fine because you can also just enter custom. So things that don't show up, I just put under custom because I eat a lot of the same things over and over again. So I can just go here and I know, like, you know, the Synergy, like, lavender kombucha drink that I really like to drink a lot. It's here and I just entered it, so it's fine. So I find the dashboard to be very helpful. You can also, it'll tell you how many calories you have left for the day, so you can kind of see where I'm at right now. You can log your water. I'm not the best at logging my water, but I suppose you could do that. I hate drinking water. It's a huge challenge for me. It's something that I try to work on every single day. I drink quite a bit of water in the evening when I'm working out. I would say I get the bulk of my water intake then. It's better to space it during the day, but I'm just not thirsty a lot, it seems like, and so I just don't drink much in the way of water. So anyway, I do find this dashboard to be very helpful for me. I can check it constantly because I have my phone with me normally, or you know, I'm near my computer. I work from home, and so it's very easy for me to just go to the Fitbit dashboard on the Fitbit website and log in and see my information there. So to me, not having a readout here is fine. Those of you who would rather have something different, I know that the Polar watch is really popular for that. It just looks like a watch basically, but it'll tell you like your calories that you've burned. It'll tell you like how many steps you've taken. So I know that's a really popular one as well. So overall, the Fitbit has been amazing for me. It's very simple to use. It was very easy to set up. It's very easy to like sync with like your phone or your iPad, or even, you know, via the dongle onto your computer. I've just like found it very, very simple to use. I have found it to be very accurate. Unless you're like shaking your arms like crazy, this will only track your steps. I've tested it several times where I've had the app open and have like shaken my arms really, really hard, and then yes, it will count that as a step. But just like everyday like movement like this, it's not causing the steps to go up at all, but actually taking steps, that gets logged on there. So I find that to be really helpful and accurate. So overall, I've had a really good experience with the Fitbit. I think that I will definitely continue to use it. I found that the Fitbit plays into my competitive nature. I am one of those people who are crazy competitive, not so much with other people, but with myself. When I set a goal for myself, come hell or high water, like I will meet that goal. Like I don't care who I have to take out to get there, but I'm gonna meet my goals. So to me, that seeing everything that I'm doing throughout the day, like I'm very visual, so seeing that is very motivating to me. You can set your own goals. My goals for each day are to come in either right at my calorie count or below. I'm eating about 1,500 calories a day to be able to lose 1 pound a week. So when I exercise every single day, it's very easy for me to come in right at or right below that. You know, I find myself working very hard. I find myself looking for excuses to like run upstairs. So we have a 2-story house, and if I'm downstairs most of the day with Stella, I will actually like run upstairs to use the bathroom instead of using the guest bathroom downstairs. When I'm folding laundry downstairs, I will take things up in small batches so that I'm running up and down the stairs repeatedly. It's little things like that, because I always have in the back of my mind, I need to meet my 10,000 step goal today, because that's going to help me reach my end goal, which is weighing 150 pounds again. That's my ideal weight for me. I have, like I said, a little bit more of an athletic body type. I would rather be a little bit more muscular and toned rather than like thin. Thin doesn't look good on me. I have an enormous head. It needs to be supported by a body. So when I look really thin, like when I was growing up, like I swear when I was born, my head was this big. Like, I've always just had this really large head, and it looked weird when I was a teenager and was like in that awkward skinny stage before like the boobs and everything else hit. I just looked weird, being very thin and tiny, and just genetics. Like, I'm not meant to look that way. I am meant to look like I have a little bit more of an athletic, like, hourglass body type. So I feel like that's very attainable for me, especially since I have the Fitbit to kind of encourage me, and again add that slight competitive like piece to this for me, because for some reason I like competing with myself. I don't know what that's all about, but it's definitely helping me. I would say if you are thinking about getting the Fitbit, you should probably think about a couple of things first. So make sure that you are ready to make the lifestyle changes. Make sure that you are not going to cheat on yourself, because just wearing the Fitbit isn't what's going to make you lose weight. Everybody knows how weight loss works, at least in a healthy way, which is you need to burn more calories than you are taking in every single day. You need to watch what you eat. That's it. Unless you have like a major health problem, like with your thyroid or something like that, you know, in which case you should probably seek a physician's advice to get that looked at. If you are just a normal everyday person who doesn't have any health problems, all you need to do is get moving and watch what you eat. It's not hard in terms of like logically, like, duh, that's how it works. But actually finding the willpower and the motivation to do that is what's really important. So don't go out and buy the Fitbit if you are not ready to make the lifestyle change, because that's what it's going to take. Don't want to be preachy about it, but believe me, it took me a long time to get to that point. I've been overweight for a little bit now, and it just suddenly hit me one day that I didn't want to look like this anymore. You know, I'm lucky enough to not be like severely overweight. It's probably going to be easier for me to reach my goal because I'm not like 50 pounds overweight. So, you know, for me, like I kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, I can do this now and it'll take me less time because there'll be less weight to lose. Or I can just keep going down the path that I'm going and potentially gain more weight and then be super miserable if I were to reach like 200 pounds or something like that. I know I wouldn't be happy like that. If there are people out there who are happy at their current weight, then be happy at your current weight. But I wasn't feeling healthy. I wasn't just feeling happy with myself because I knew I let myself go. For what my personal standards are, I had let myself go. So something like this is very motivating to me because, again, I'm a very visual person. I made that mindset change. I literally, like, everything in my head had to be like rearranged. You know, I couldn't spend all day snacking. I couldn't clean up Stella's, you know, leftover food by putting it in my mouth. Like, stuff like that needed to stop. I needed to log my food to know exactly what I was putting in. That was huge for me because when I first started over the first like week or so of January, I was like, holy hell, I had no idea that I was probably eating about 2,500 calories a day. Like, that is a lot. So you can see that I've cut out about 1,000 calories a day, and it's working. Like, that's kind of like the duh thing of it all is like, of course that's gonna work. Like, not overeating and exercising every single day is what works. So you really have to be ready to make that mindset change, then invest in one of these, because if you're a very visual person, it's very helpful for that. So I work out every single night now. There has only been one night since I've gotten the Fitbit that I haven't worked out, and it was because I had a stomach bug. But other than that, I've been on the treadmill every single night. I've been lifting. I love to do cardio. I'm not a gym rat. I don't want to go do cardio in a gym with other people. I have a treadmill in my house, which is very nice, and it's a very nice treadmill, and I can get a really good incline on it. I love to speed walk. I love walking uphill. I love just like plowing along, listening to music, doing my own thing. I love being in this room and being able to lift weights and do stretches and sit-ups and planks and things like that. I'm not a person who can do like workout DVDs. I know a lot of people love Insanity and Beachbody and stuff like that. I borrowed one of those DVDs from a friend, and I did it for a couple nights, and I was like, this is just not for me. Thank God I never bought one of these systems, because I didn't enjoy it. I really kind of like to do my own thing. And, you know, I'm still burning calories. I'm still moving. I'm still making the lifestyle change, and that's amazing. So you really, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is you have to find what works for you. I have also found it extremely motivating, and this is kind of silly, but I'm following several people on Instagram who are really fit, really healthy. I find following these people like is very motivating for me, because I see their bodies being in such good shape. It personally doesn't make me feel bad about myself. I will probably never look like some of these ladies that I'm following, and that's not necessarily my goal, but to see that so many of them were able to get to that point by just proper diet and exercise, it just reminds me, like, all you have to do is eat properly and eat well, and exercise. And if you, like I said, if you don't have any medical conditions, underlying medical conditions, that should allow you to lose weight. Like, you just have to do those things. So I'm going to put the names of a couple of Instagram accounts that I find super helpful down below. And maybe that'll motivate you too. I don't know. But overall, like, just to kind of round out like the overview review of the Fitbit itself, I know this was like a lot of random things tossed in here, but I feel like it's important to explain exactly why this works for me in order for you to think about like whether this is something worth investing in or not. Because I tell you what, like, there's lots of other things that you could spend $100 on. You could spend it on makeup, you could spend it on candles, you could spend it on food, you could spend it on a professional massage, you could spend it on getting your hair did, like any number of things that you could spend $100 on. However, if your health is becoming something that's really important to you and you need a good motivator and you have the right personality type, I think this can be an amazing thing for you. So easy to use, helpful, super informative. Just overall, 2 thumbs up. I'm so glad that I finally made the investment. It was easy enough to buy at Target. Like I said, you don't have to buy the pink. It comes in black, gray, blue. Pick whatever color you like. Hell, go and get yourself a Tory Burch bracelet. Stick it in there. But you know, I don't know what the life expectancy is on one of these. I'm gonna assume it's at least a couple years. So even if it was just a year, $100 for a year to have that motivation to, you know, have that like extra drive, like, that's amazing to me, and it's totally worth it. So 2 thumbs up. Please let me know if there's anything that I did not answer, if you have questions down below. And thank you for your support on the first health and fitness vlog that I put up. I disabled comments on it because I do get a lot of jackass comments or thumbs down on my like vlog type videos, and it's because I talk a lot, I'm aware. But you know, I'm gonna leave the comments open on this because I imagine some people will have questions. But thank you for your support, because a lot of you have actually reached out like in personal messages and on Instagram and all over the place, letting me know that you really found it helpful and inspiring. So I hope that I can inspire you to get started on your own journey. You may not have 33 pounds to lose, you may have 10 pounds to lose, or you may have 150 pounds to lose. The thing is, I think that anyone can do it if you put your mind to it. Like, that's the important part. If you are finding that you are changing your diet, you're changing your exercise, and you're not losing weight, that's probably an indicator of a health problem, and you should go to the doctor, because otherwise, burning more calories than you're taking in is what the magic is to weight loss. It's not pills. You're not going to be able to take a pill that is going to make you lose weight. Sure, you can get surgery to get your stomach stapled or whatever, but I think it's important to take other steps first before you go to something drastic like that. So anyway, I'm going to cut it off here. Please let me know if you guys have questions down below. Thank you again for your support. And let me know if you have a Fitbit or if you are thinking about getting one. I really do recommend them. I think it's a great product. And for the price, it's been phenomenal. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.